We started different venue today, unfortunately. But that's okay. The energy will still be high enough to get a good start to this week, Monday morning and all that. So all we need today is a mat. No equipment needed. We're just going to do a nice bodyweight sequence. We're going to do our warm up, get the blood flowing, and get the joints oiled and ready to go. And then we're going to start with that. We're going to do a 15 station circuit, which is going to include your lower body, upper body, and some core work as well. So without further ado, let's start with just some steel jacks. Off we go for 30 seconds. The old timer going. That feels tight. You need to stretch this out today. Like the ceiling in the gym, you're not conscious of the height of the roof. Okay, take a breather. Well done. Right, check her out. We're going to do some skips now. Again, skips. We'll just show you side on. Just going to get the knees up and the hips swinging. Again, don't force it. Just stay loose. Arms swinging. Kind of those runner's arms. If you want to exaggerate it, just lengthen your arms, unlock the elbow, and just let the arms go. Hope you all had a great weekend. Tough, but we're going to crack on. Okay, we're just going to warm up the shoulders with some frog jumps now. So all you do, go into the push-up position, and we're just going to bring the legs in and out, the feet in and out. So keep the arms still, and the feet just going in and out. There we go. Okay, short breather, back into the frog jumps. Or jump jacks, whatever you want to call them. Nice, easy. There we go. Feel things getting a bit ramped up now. Just want to show you as well how little space you need. Go back into your skips. We'll go front on this time. If you want to, you can work the hamstrings as well. Just extend the leg out like that. It's called a V skip. Or you just go back into straight forward. There we go. Get back onto the floor again. We're going to go into our frog jumps. There. And off we go again. Leave it like that. So a couple of rounds of this. Just to wake up. Okay, we should be getting a little bit out of breath now. So grab a drink. We'll get into the stretch sequence. Okay, grab a wall, and we'll just loosen off the calves. Muscle of the lower leg. There we go. So, legs straight behind you, and we just push forward through that lean. Keeping the heel on the floor. That feels good. Just a mild tug, nothing more. There you go. Okay, swap sides. Yeah, there we go. Just drive that front knee forward. Okay, now we'll pop down into the kneeling position. So I'm going to grab a pillow for this. Get me knees. Just kneel down. What I want you to do as well is I want you to focus on the rear foot and drive that toe into the floor. Same position. Going to get our head up towards the ceiling firstly. And already I feel a bit of a stretch there going through the front of the hip. I'm not leaning back too far. So as I jam the back, I'm just lengthening things, trying to get as tall as possible. Once we have that, then we bring the arm up. And I'm going to try and reach. Just, there we go. With each movement, it adds to the stretch. And then just unscrew the light bulb. And if you want to, you can lean away from that knee, and just add to it again. There may be a point where you feel, okay, that's enough. Don't add to it. Just leave it as it is. There we go. And then I'll wrap it up. Now we'll swap sides as well. Okay, start with the rear foot. Toe into the floor. Going to lengthen myself, head up towards the ceiling. There we go. Now we'll add in the arm. There we go. Then we lean away. Now what I want you to do, I'm going to teach you a stretch wave sequence. So normally, like I did last time, you can add to a stretch by the way you come out of it. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we can fall out and stretch. The reason why we do that is because you have a little protective mechanism in the tendons and the muscles, which stops it from allowing you to stretch further. Protective. We're going to try and bypass that so then the stretch holds. So we just take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you fall out of it. Go back to the other side and do that again. A little bit quicker this time, so we'll go straight into the unscrew the light bulb. We use our breath as well. You use your breath to give yourself a little more stretch to breathe in, breathe out. I like to think these are borrowed from yoga, but they're not really there. And breathe out. As you breathe out, you fall out of it. Stretch waves, we call them. Up we go again. Last one, 10 seconds on this one. Normally stretch 15 to 30 seconds. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Right, onto the hips, the back. So we're going to go straight into the hips and the butt by bringing my knee up and dropping it across. With this shoulder, it's the same side, glued to the floor. Hold that on there. There we go. Just hold that on there. If you want, you can look away from the side that the knee is going to. And again, that just unravels things. That's a lovely stretch there. All right, and change sides. Bring the knee up. Again, don't force it. First thing in the morning, you really don't want to jam things. There you go. Okay, look away. Okay, bring the knees into the chest. I'm just going to roll very gently. Keep the knees into the chest and just roll very gently. And if you have any injuries or this feels uncomfortable, just stop. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay, into the middle. So feet together this time. Just going to position our elbows on the inside of our knees and just chest up so the logo of my shirt is up towards the ceiling. But for me, that's enough of a stretch. But if you want to give it more, you can do. You can just push down and combine that. Chest up and push down. I'm quite tight in this, so I need to back off a little bit. 2 bananas. that stretch on there. We've got 2 more stretches. We do the cat and camel, and then we're just going to loosen off the muscles of our head and neck. Okay, into the cat and camel. So we're on all fours. My hands are positioned underneath my shoulders, my knees underneath my hips. I'm going to push the ground away. Oh yeah, that feels good. And then we go the other way. And then back into it again. Push the ground away. Just hold it for a couple of seconds each position. Again. There we go. Push the ground away. If you want to drop into a press stretch, go for it. If not, just if you're really getting relief out of the cat and camel, do so. I kind of like this sequence. It's a good one. There we go. Okay. You just stand up. We just start. I'll turn around for this one because where we have the hand is important. Grab the head and just stretch the muscles of the neck. So the hand is behind you with the fingers outstretched. We just bring our hand to the crown of our head and just pull very gently down to the side. And get that lovely release of the neck. Take a breath in. Breathe out and fall out. Again, hand behind the back. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Just roll your neck out. Okay. Right, folks. We should be warm. We should be good to go. So we're going to just take a minute. Grab a drink, blow your nose, do whatever you need to do, and we'll get stuck into this. Make sure my things not falling down my head. Okay, whilst you're doing that, I'll explain the first exercise because it's a bit of a mobility drill as well. So what we're going to do is just position the feet nice and wide apart, and we're just going to very gently move towards the floor with our hands. And as we do that, we're just going to move them to one side. So just looking on this one firstly, bring the hands down, bring them out, bring them round to the side. As you do that, I just want you to pivot your hip down towards the floor. Okay. Then we move to the other side. Pivot and drop your hip down to the floor. Pivot and drop your hip to the floor. You want to make sure there's not excessive strain being felt through the back. This is the hip loosener, so the front of the hip is where you should be feeling it. So if you can get to the floor, well done. That's very good levels of flexibility and mobility around the hip joint. If you can't, don't force it. You don't need to, because remember we're working the stabilizer of the shoulders. They're moving hands around the floor. That's also important. So and don't force it. This shouldn't really feel like it's overly strenuous. It should feel like it's kind of moderately challenging, for want of a better expression. So we'll give this a go. We'll start into it, and then we'll get stuck into the legs and the upper body. We're going 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So nice wide stance. Bring it up. Drop your hip to the floor. There we go. Hands to the other side. Right, left. Just rotate. So you kind of pivoted on your foot as you do that. But it's very, very gentle. Nothing excessive. Just hold the end position. There we go. Keep my legs wide. I'm just pivoting on my heel and my toe. Last one. There we go. Just come back out of it. And off we go. Okay, next exercise is going to be a king deadlift. So a king deadlift, very, very good bodyweight exercise. Kind of one of our foundational ones we use in the gym. So I'll show you side on. This leg you want to be parallel to the ground. You're looking to get it to the ground as close as possible. So I'm just going to use my fingers, straighten out my fingers. And we're just going to go down, down, down until we touch the floor. You're allowed to lean forward as much as you want, but you should feel it really in the hip. Okay, so let's go. Just going to get that leg down, touch, and go. If you want to make this harder, you can do it slower. So I'll just show you now. 3 seconds down, 2 seconds up. Little pause, and then 2 seconds up. We can go fast if you want. It's up to you. Really try and find your foot as well on the floor. A lot of balance involved with this. Good exercise. Okay, we go straight into the other side. There we go. Try and get that. How low can you go? There we are. A little bit further for me. But we'll keep going. I can start to feel this really in the butt. Just give that an extra 10 seconds. There we go. So roughly the same on each side. That feels good there. Okay, what's called push-ups. Remember the 3 levels? We've got the wall push-up, where we want to be chest level and push. We have the ones on the floor, where my feet are down, and I'm pulling my chest to the floor. So notice my head is above my hands. It's not here. I'm not dive bombing it. And then we have 4 push-ups. Okay, so choose your level, and off you go. Pull yourself to the floor. Okay. Right, moving into the core exercises now. We're going to do a co-contraction. So it's basically a plank. Fancy plank. Slip too much. Alright, so plank position. If you want to perform the plank, start with that. That's level 1. We're going to move my left arm up and my right leg up. Hold it for a pause. Then we're going to swap. Notice the kind of a running action. So, up and hold. Keep a cup of tea on your back. You try not to spill it, so that back doesn't move. So you've really got to grip the floor with your foot. Hold that position. Hopefully you have no grip. Okay, into the inchworm now. It's kind of a mobility stroke strength-based exercise. We're going to start off, reach up, stretch, bring your hands down to your feet, walk the hands out. This time you keep the butt in the air because you want to just stretch off the lower limb and then bring them back in again and up. We'll go through the sequence. Down, heel to the ground, walk the hands back in. You're trying to keep, there's a little bit of softness in the knee, not fully straight, a bit of softness. Walk them out, push them, heels into the ground, and then walk back again. Reach up, hands down, heels into the ground, and then walk them back in again. Okay, this time we're going to do some squats with holds. We're going to give 40 seconds on this one, so a little bit longer, because I want to put some hold positions into it. So what we're going to do, we're going to squat down, we're going to hold that position for 10 seconds, drop down a little bit further, another 10 seconds, drop down a little bit further, another 10 seconds and so forth. Then we'll start coming back up. Okay, so down we go. Hold that position. Should feel nice and easy. A little bit deeper you can. Okay, drop it down again. Another position 2. Try and keep your chest up. Really feel that position. Okay, down we go again. Whew. Starting to feel it now. Maintain that chest up. As you get tired, you'll start to drop. Keep the chest up. Come back up a little bit and hold it. Then come out of the edge, hold on to it. Keep holding it, keep holding, keep holding. Think where your feet are as well. Okay, well done. Whoa, the old schools. They're not the old schools. Okay, going strong. So, into our glute bridge now. What we're going to do, we're lying on the floor. This is working the backs of the legs now, so you should feel this in the butt. Where you, just to explain, where you have your foot will give you a different stress. So if you have your foot further away, you're working your hamstring. So if you ever have any hamstring issues, it's good to work your foot further away with your toe pointed as well. We're going to bring the foot quite close in, so it's going to work my glutes. You shouldn't really feel it in your lower back with this one. People go, I feel it in my lower back. That shouldn't be the case. Okay, so feet in, bring the knee up, and we're just going to push through the heel and raise the hips up into the air. Like so. Okay, off you go. Again, 30 seconds. Go straight into the other leg. What we're going to do as well, this knee, you shouldn't be able to see this knee if you peer down at the top. So at the top of the movement, I shouldn't be able to see the knee because my hips go down all the way through the movement. There we go. I can really feel that in the butt now. That's good. Okay, bring the knee up as well. Let's go with the other side. So this side's a little bit tighter on the front. Remember that stretch we did at the start? That's stopping me getting full range. Need to probably go back and stretch that side a little bit at the end. Make sure it do. That's it. One side will never be the same as the other. Okay, well done. Okay, nearly home. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to walk the hands out. We're in the press up position. This is those old school Jane Fonda ab rollers. My mum used that one. I don't think she ever used it, but bless her. But we're going to walk the hands out to the point where you can feel that tension in through your core. Even further if you can. Hold the position, and then come back in again. So very slowly, till I can feel the tension, and then bring it back in again. Take it out. Grip the floor, and then come back in again. So always stay in control of this exercise. 3 seconds. Hands out. Hold the position, and then come back in again. You always want to maintain control of that. Okay, side plank time. You should all know how to do this foundation movement. Now, there's different levels of this. I'll take you through them now. We've got a bent knee version. Elbows on the hand. We're going to bring the hips up and then through. That's the big mistake people make. Okay, so that's level 1. Okay, if the shoulders are hurting, you can't support the weight in the shoulders. Just do this. Hold that on. Okay, turn level 2 is we bring the top leg out in front. And we just hold, bring the hips through. Yeah. You're pushing something. Imagine you're opening your door with your hips. That's it, hold that position. 5 more seconds. Good, well done. It's very important with a plank, with the other side, is that you're not passive with it. You tense up as hard as you can. Imagine someone's going to come along and punch you in the tummy. What would you do? You wouldn't take that. That's probably punching back. It's bend knee position or strain shoulders. We're going to go up, bring the hips through. There shouldn't be any kink in the hip. There should be hips through. My butt on this, the butt towards the floor is working very hard. Now I'm going to take it up a level. And we're going to really tense hard Don't be passive with it. Tense hard. Brace, 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 brace. Don't let me virtually push you. Social distancing, all that. But tense hard. That's it. Fight, 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 fight. There we go. Well done. Good work. I see a lot of people claim they can do planks for minutes upon minutes, hours upon hours. They're not doing it right. Okay. Grab a drink. We've got 3 minutes left now. We're going to just ramp it up again. Spot runs, jump jacks, and climbers to finish. So 30 seconds. Grab a drink. Let's get into it. Okay, we're going in 5 seconds. Like your spot run looks like this, it's fine. It's on the spot. If you want to bring it up a little bit higher, you can do. Kind of think quick feet. Hot goals, hot goals. Come on for the kids, this is to help them get faster. Nice, just fast feet, fast feet. Yeah, you have to get your knees all out. Because see what happens to the movement, it slows it down. Just fast feet. Not that I was ever fast, but well done. Okay, really there. We go 15 seconds now, so we're going to go with back into our jump jacks. Keep going, folks. Really good stuff. Look at that. It's all the space we need. No excuses. All right, ready? 10 seconds. Back into our jump jacks. And you know what? We'll go straight into our climbers after. Okay, off we go. God, we should be warm by now. Really give it socks. There we go. Feel a bit warmer so I can move things around a bit. Hope everyone's okay. There we go. Starting to feel good. Keep your routine, folks. Hold on to it. Okay, like I said, down we go. Just get into these climbers. So press up position. We can walk them. You can elevate your hands. So if you have a surface, do them then. If your shoulders are at you. But if not, let's get into them. Okay. Let's go. Come on. This is your last exercise. Let's make it a good one. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump for joy. Well done. Wow, good stuff. That was 30 minutes. That flew by. Well done. Awesome stuff. So let's go back into our stretch, hip flexors. Such an important one to turn you off. We'll get into that. There we go. Link the fingers, turn them upside down, and reach. Well done, everyone. What a day. How did I? That's it. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, fall out of the movement. There we go. Wait. Balance. Fingers. Reach the ceiling. Reach. Get that stretch on. That's it. Breathe in. And breathe out. We'll do one last one because we're here. Start it. Let's do it. We'll go 90-90. Really good one for the hip. And again, you can use that stretch wave technique as well with this. You feel like you're in flash dance, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So just go over that front knee. Remember I was saying about the fist out? Should be able to get around with that staying down and that staying down. That's your test. Hold that on there. If you want, you can play around the positions as well. Just hold that there. Okay. Hold up. wave. Just fall out of it. Bring the other leg round. 90-90. Just test that. Ooh, see that I can't get around this side. This wants to pop up. So again, this left side's a bit needs a bit more TLC. There we go. Take a breath in and breathe out. Okay.